Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into the Amazon tool deals and checking out some of the items that I've found for this week. These are either going to be items that are on sale, items that even at their full price or list price I believe to be good deals, or items I find interesting would like your guys' input on if you guys have used them. All of these items will be linked down in the description for you guys with their own independent links, so it's really easy to find. I'll also have two additional links that says tools and tools continued. Those are going to be two links that you can go to, and it'll be a long list of tools that I've went over in the past or other tools that I suggest, so that's all there for you guys. I'm also using a software now that will track what the prices of these items we're looking at. It doesn't work on all of them, but a majority of them. It'll tell me what they're selling for at other websites, as well as previous pricing on them. Now, some of them are very accurate, and then some of them are questionable. So if some of them are questionable, I will make sure to mention it, and this is one of them. So let's just go ahead and get right into this. This is the Dewalt Mechanics tool set. This is the 247 piece set. It's going to include all three drive sizes. I've mentioned in the past the Dewalt socket set, but the one that I normally mention is the 192 piece set, and I think that's the best Dewalt set there is. That's the one I purchased almost 10 years ago, and I was blown away by its quality for the price that I picked it up at. There are some skips in sizes, but what's included is amazing. Very, very little filler, not a whole bunch of bits. You get bit sockets instead of a bunch of bits. No half wrench sets or super stubby wrenches that you'll never use. It's a very good set of just tools that you will actually use from a brand that, you know, I've used DeWalt for years, but I never expected to be impressed by it as much as I was. And their 3/8 drive deep wells are more of like a mid-length socket, and I really enjoy that. But unfortunately, the 192 piece set is not on sale right now, and it's like $220, but you can find it as low as this. So if you come across that set, I think it is superior to this 247 piece set, but I still think this is a good set as well. Once again, this isn't on sale, but I still think this is a good price for it. This one is going to include a few rows of bits, nothing too extra. You get a nice set of Allen keys in both metric and SAE. And this one does include a wrench set, but it looks to be a pretty decent wrench set. Not full coverage or anything like that, but a lot of these sets will be very bare, or they'll kind of be in between your standard length and stubby wrenches, which I think is just absolutely useless. But this is also going to include some bit sockets as well. I just think it's a good set. Now, as far as half inch, it's not going to be like super great coverage, but as far as 1/4 inch and 3/8, you get some pretty dang good coverage. You also got some nut driver attachments for your bit driver over here. The ratchets, from my experience, are good quality. They held up well. I just didn't like them when I bought my set because they are a bigger, heavier ratchet. It's a great hammer. Now, they have redesigned them since I bought my set. It looks like they kept the handle basically the same, but the head design is a little bit slimmer as far as width. I think they're still thick, but I never had an issue with them. It's just I had a lot of ratchets, and I have a lot of ratchets, and that were superior to these. So I got rid of those, but I kept everything else, and I still use these sockets and stuff today, and they've been great. So I think DeWalt puts together some really good sets, especially when you can catch them on sale. I actually have a set of the DeWalt reversible ratcheting wrenches that I bought at Sears, and they've been great. Those things surprised me as well. This has the same little design. It's got like a little knurled rectangle here. Same thing. It's got a very simple open and anti-slip feature, nothing too aggressive. It just works. A couple little notches in the open end. So I think as far as just your standard combination wrenches for what is included, I think it's one of the better wrench sets that's included in a socket set. Okay, the ratchets do seem a little bit thinner than what they used to be. Mine were also quick release. These are non-quick release, which I actually prefer. So I do think they've done a good job on the update of the ratchet, but I still think they're a bigger, heavier ratchet than a lot of others. I'll still take them over a Craftsman ratchet, I can tell you that. But as far as the pricing, it's at $158, not on sale. It's 4.8 stars, 11,291 ratings as far as this set. And as far as pricing, it ranges from 158 to 172 on average. at its normal price. But I think Dewalt makes some good little socket sets. Next up, we're looking at the Knipex Tools 3-piece pliers set. This is going to be the combination pliers, the diagonal side cutters, and the cobras. There you can see the part number. This is at $60.19, down from a typical price of $63.32. It has 4.8 stars at 21 ratings. This is similar to the set that I bought when I first wanted to get into Knipex. Now I own a lot of Knipex, probably close to 20 pair, but at the time I was just getting into higher end tools and I had to talk myself into the pricing of it. But once I bought that set, I realized how much I enjoyed Knipex, and so I continued to buy the pliers that I knew I would use, and I knew that Knipex was going to hold up. They are made in Germany, if you don't know, and they make some fantastic pliers. The Cobras are some of the most popular ones out there, and they have a locking button, a lot of adjustability, very good bite. I don't have these combination pliers. They're kind of like a smaller lineman plier, really. You got a cutter, an open jaw, and some fine teeth up front. There you can see all of them say made in Germany if my big dumb head gets out of the way. The diagonal side cutters and the combination are going to be a comfort grip, and then the Cobras are just going to be your standard dipped handles, but it is like a grit style dipped handle, and it's very comfortable and has good grip even when it's oily. So I do like that. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a closer up image of some of these. So here's the side cutters, the combination pliers. I would like to see what the teeth look like on those, because those are the ones I don't have experience with. There you can see the adjustability of the Cobras. So it is just straight teeth up front. I was hoping for cross hatching, but I do like that joint design that they got going on here. I still think it's going to be a really good set of pliers, but this is at $60. I think that's a great deal if you want to possibly get into the Knipex tools and try some of them out. Now, I'm not one that uses a whole lot of lineman pliers. I keep 2 pairs of lineman pliers. I probably have close to 100 pairs of pliers, and lineman pliers are like my least used pliers. So if you're not one that really uses lineman pliers, this combination pair might not, make sense to you. There are a couple other sets out there. Normally it's like the adjustable or water pump pliers, maybe not the Cobras with the push button lock. And then it'll be like diagonal side cutters and long nose pliers. Or you may be able to get it with the Cobras and the long nose pliers and diagonal side cutters. But this one is priced really well. It does come in a plastic little organizer. I don't think these are like super durable. Basically, I don't think it'll hold up real well over time of using this, so it's not a great organizer. But at $60, down from the typical price of $63, there's a little bit of savings there. The price of this set does fluctuate a lot. I see it here ranging anywhere from as high as $81 as low as $56, $57. But I think Knipex makes some fantastic stuff, and I think this is a really good price for those 3 pairs of pliers, especially if you haven't tried out Knipex. They do have some sets available like this one. That is the Cobras diagonal side cutters long nose pliers for $110. That one's not on sale, but you get the idea. Really good price, really good little set. So we're just going to wrap this up, even though my camera died. So this is the Wen reversible ratcheting wrench set. This is a 16-piece set, and it is metric. It comes in a roll pouch, and this is at $108, not on sale. It has 4.6 stars at 6 ratings. And this is, from what I've gathered, I did a video on this. From everything I could find, this is the same, coming from the same factory as the Tekton reversible ratcheting wrenches, and it's at a much better price. So Tekton has a couple of sets. I think theirs go from 6 to 19 and then 6 to 24. So they have a couple different size sets. One is smaller than this set, one is larger. Their smaller set is $150. Their larger set is $200, $250, something like. It's $150 more than this. Either way, this one, it starts at 7, stops at 22, I believe. Yes. So with the larger Tekton set, you're getting the 6mm, the 21 and 22. I don't think that's worth the extra $100 to $150. And the Tekton smaller set is $150, and it goes 6 to 19. So you actually get more in this set. Now, there is a difference. Tekton went with a satin finish, and if you guys follow the channel, you guys know that I love Tekton. I own a lot of Tekton tools, but Tekton has got more expensive on some of their stuff over the last few years, not just due to inflation. I can promise you that. Some of the stuff is more than doubled in price, so it's definitely not just inflation or whatever. There's more to it. Some of the stuff's just got more expensive, and it's just not as good of a deal as what they used to be. So while I still look at Tekton for a lot of my tools, I also know to check out other brands and not just buy the first thing from the first brand. And I think this is a fantastic price for this set. If you look at the reverse mechanism, Tekton uses this exact same, because it's the same wrench set, just Wen uses the chrome finish, but the reverse switch is identical. There aren't any other brands that use this reverse switch, so it's not like they're from two different factories. And to say that there's a ratcheting mechanism in Tekton that is much more, I did a whole video on this. So if you want more information on that, go ahead and check out that video. But even if the ratcheting mechanism in the Tekton set is somehow better, I don't think it's $100 or $150 better. So I think this is a really good price for this set. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Wen is a brand that I go to when I'm looking for normally a corded tool that I just want to have on hand, not something that's going to be used all the time, constantly used and abused, but something that I can have on hand just in case I need it, or if I plan on doing a project, but I know I'm not going to be using all the time. They make good quality, affordable stuff for weekend warriors, DIYers, not tools that are meant to be used and abused day in and day out. But I think this wrench set is absolutely fantastic. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. Oh, and real quickly, here is the Tekton set that I was mentioning before. If you want to see the reverse switch, there you can see that. But they use that nickel satin finish, whatever you want to call it, satin chrome finish. And they are 72 tooth. This is their 6 through 19, so they're smaller set, and it's $150. Here's the Olight O-Clip Pro, and this is one that I really like. I know a lot of people out there get Olight sent to them to do reviews, and I think a lot of the Olight stuff is overpriced. I think they do have a lot of great flashlights. I think a lot of them are overpriced, but I think when they go on sale, they're really good buys. This is a really nice one if you're looking for something compact, light, and easy to, carry and have on you at all times. It's also very useful. Now, at the $40 price range, I don't think it's quite worth it, but it is very, very common for this to go on sale. So even though it's not on sale right now, if you check this again tomorrow, it is more often than not on sale. It usually sits at $31, $32. So it's very rare for it to be at this full $40 price range. So give it a day or two. It'll be back down to the $30 price range. I think it's a really good buy at that. They have the non-pro version that is $30, not on sale. And when it goes on sale, I think it's close to $20. But I think the pro one is worth it over the normal. Here you can actually see the difference, the O-Clip versus the O-Clip Pro. You got different color options. The lighting is a big upgrade. There you can see the clip. I think it's a good design. I think it's very versatile. There you can see the switch on it to adjust it. There you can see up to 500 lumens of wide coverage, up to 120 meters, up to 144 hours of continuous use, and up to 580 milliamp hour of reliable power. I don't know why you had to say up to. I mean, it's just the battery inside. What they meant is it is a 580 milliamp hour battery. It does have the red light on it. Either way, basically what I'm getting at is it's a nice little compact, versatile light. It's magnetic. It's got a clip. It's got a lot of different lighting modes with decent light output. And I think at the $30, it's a great little buy. $40, not so much. Now, Olight does have much more expensive ones. this one they have available in orange, red, green, and black. But like they got like this little Olight mini. The arc filled is a nice one, but it does come at a price. That's why I'm saying even their pen, I don't know who's buying a rechargeable pen at $80 for the flashlight. But a lot of the times Olight is worth it if you can find it on a good sale, not so much at the full price. But that's it as far as this week's Amazon tool deals. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, all of these items will be linked down in the description for you guys if you guys are interested. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.